Well, hello, viewers, family, and friends. Welcome to another edition of Cole and Ken Reviews. I'm Kendrick, and this is my lovely wife, Nicole.
Hi.
Yep, this is season 10, episode number 13.
Yes.
Yeah, and so, we're getting into this vulnerability, as they call it.
The secrets and the lies.
Yeah,
Who we starting off with tonight, babe?
well, speaking of secrets and lies, that's going to be Mindy, and
And Zach.
that's right.
Woo.
You know who. Haha. Yeah, we developed a story in this one.
Yeah, where did they start off? Mindy met with her friends.
She did.
Remember?
She did, and she was trying to get some more information on these secrets that Zach had been telling.
And she explained to them that she recommitted, and everybody was like we were. It's like,
Hmm.
why? Why would you do that? So she was explaining once again how she want to make sure she's exhausted every
Everything.
possibility.
Yeah.
And giving him every chance. So we finally find out what this secret or lie she supposedly didn't tell him about. Her ex called her, I guess when they were coming back from the honeymoon, and he wanted to pick her up from the airport. I mean, what? He didn't. Her friend Shani picked her up, but Shani gave us some information. Shani said, yeah, I remember telling one person, because Zach tried to make it seem like when he told Mindy they had a little camera in there. They didn't show it on the show, but they showed it to us, afterwards. That he said he knew somebody that knew the ex that told him. And he didn't say, he never said it was Mindy. He said it was a guy. And so Mindy mentioned, was it Shane or something? And she was like, no, I told Lindsay. Dun dun. It clicked. Lindsay has been feeding him this information.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mindy was hot.
Oh yeah, because apparently they've been having conversations behind her back.
That they deleted.
Zach never actually expressed to her that your friend has been talking to me, or we've been talking and discussing things without her knowing.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to figure out why that he's been keeping it from her.
Oh, but Zach is good. He brought him a little sweatpants, one sweatpants over there, a pair of socks, and a pair of underwear.
And a dog.
And one dog. He spent the night.
Yeah.
And
she was expecting him to move in, but he brought
and
a
sleep in the
backpack.
same bed.
Yeah, he's just like a sleepover.
He had a
It's
slumber
move
party.
in.
He had a slumber party. He say baby steps.
Yeah.
So that evening after she talks with her friends, like she really just, everything is just, you can see it playing out in her head, everything. He comes in
Some wine.
with the one dog, with the wine, wants to have a toast. He say, hey, we've
It's
had
been
a good
great
week. Yeah, let's
You want
celebrate.
to toast to that.
Let's toast. He was getting ready to toast me, and
She
he say,
said, not so fast. Hold a break. She said, I cannot toast to you.
you being disrespectful. You disrespected me by choosing Lindsay over me. You didn't tell me that she was the one who told you. You just straight up lied to me.
Well, what she told him was that actually you've been protecting Lindsay and stuff instead of trying to make sure their marriage was good, because she was just like, why hadn't you told me?
So finally, all these weeks we've been waiting on her to say it. She finally said it. She said, I'm done. It's over. Basically, get out.
She said she don't want to
Get your sweatpants
She
and
don't
your
wanna-
pair of
she
socks
don't-
and your underwear and get out.
She don't want a marriage like that.
But he was just sitting there like, I don't know if he was in shock, or he was just like, ooh, finally she said it, because I didn't want to. I mean, you couldn't tell, because I don't know. I don't know. He's weird.
No, he seemed like he wanted to stay in it.
I don't know why. I don't know why they keep putting Mindy in Zach's apartment every time it comes up. He never moved in. It's just been Mindy's apartment. That bothers me. Anyway, I'm going to get past it.
She basically with a man that has never stayed with her as a husband.
Mm-hmm.
He been in a different place
So fast
every
forward.
night
So-
until that night.
Right.
He brought a backpack, a dog, and a sock.
Right. I think that first night he did stay. He brought 2 dogs, so that's why we know he was spending the night because he brought both dogs. But after that, we only saw the one, so we knew he wasn't gonna stay.
He went to a different room.
Yeah, and locked the door because I heard the door click. He locked the door. Okay, so fast forward, Dr. Viviana comes over and talks to Mindy, and Mindy is telling Dr. Viviana that she's done.
Mm-hmm.
She's done. Dr. Viviana had this smile on her face, like finally, like she just wanted to be like, girl power, yes, you finally did it. But she was just like, before I do that, how are you? How are you feeling about it?
Mm-hmm.
And so Mindy, was telling her, she put everything into it. And that part made you feel bad about it because she didn't get the experience that she went into this for. You know what I mean? So it's kind of bad that they matched her up with this jerk. But, he felt how he felt, but he probably just, I don't know. I don't know if he would have had a different experience if it had been somebody he was attracted to or if he just didn't want to be married, period. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, so Dr. Viviana was talking to her. She was out. She was a little happy that Mindy finally said, get out, Zach. So she was she was ecstatic.
She's a figure skating coach. So.
Yeah. But she was a little sad because she was disappointed and she was hurt and you could tell. But then Dr. Viviana visited Zach.
Hmm.
She said, how's it going? Oh, it's going okay. It's something wrong with Zach. There's something wrong with him. I don't know. It's like he says he didn't, because she was telling him like, you didn't lie to your wife. He was just like, no, I didn't lie to her.
His opinion.
Yeah.
Lots of lies.
He didn't think of it as lies or disrespect.
Said, okay. She's just trying to figure out why he just didn't come out with it and say, hey,
right.
I found out that your ex wanted to pick you up at the airport and I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Right. He said he don't like
as simple as that.
He said he don't like confrontation, but it didn't have to be a confrontation. It could have just been just a plain discussion.
It was just an excuse.
Yeah.
It was another excuse to be able to talk to the friend.
Yeah.
And deep in his heart, he felt like if I have something on her, then I'm okay with actually talking with the friend.
Yeah. We gonna stop calling her friend because she not really a friend.
Of course not.
Yeah, she not a friend.
But that
old girl. I'm gonna tell her old girl.
The title.
Old girl Lindsay.
Yeah, she had that title for now.
So Zach and Mindy are done. At the end, Mindy had her I did, I'm done party, a divorce party. She had her a good time with her friends.
Divorce celebration.
We are happy for Mindy. Who's next? That was all on them. Hopefully we don't have to talk about them anymore.
Yeah, he just did a terrible job.
Yeah,
When you don't actually live with your spouse, I try to.
I thought that was part of the requirement, but he went around it and they let him, so.
Weird.
Yeah. Who next, babe?
Well, I think next on the list, we're going to get into Mika and Michael.
You just want me to laugh.
That's what we doing. Yeah, these two. Okay, so here it is. Well, it starts out there in the kitchen. I guess Michael is. Mika's somewhere on the couch.
I was looking for some paper.
And what's going on is that Mika's upset with Michael again because he can't seem to produce these paychecks, these pay stubs, and then he's trying to figure out these numbers. And he's pointing at the paper.
Yeah, first, remember, Mika pulled out her laptop. She's holding his hand. They holding hands, and she's just like, I'm gonna show you my paycheck stub. So she went through, and he's sitting there looking, and she say, okay. So it's his turn. He went over there, and he pulled out. He say, now, and this, this happens. He didn't have a paycheck yet because he just started, but he had his offer letter. So Mika, she get to looking at the offer letter. Let's see. With glasses on. And she's looking because, and she say, this don't add up. Well, she say, these numbers don't add up.
He he's pointing at these numbers, and he's like, well, this here, I think it was started, but then it was percentage taken out here.
And taxes and
he
she say, hold up.
he admitted the taxes and all kind of
She
stuff.
say-
to
she
come up
say-
with another number. She said, wait a minute, this don't even look right.
She say, hold on, I'm a math major. I have a math degree. No. She say this is it doesn't add up. It's double digits off.
Right.
Like she had to stop. She had to stop taping. She say, Montre, I can't do it. She talked to the producer. She say, I can't. She said, he just still lying. I can't do it. She got up.
Yeah, she got up. She was pretty upset.
It was hilarious to me. I felt bad because it seemed like every week he tells her the same thing. I know, I'm going to take responsibility. I'm going to own up. I'm going to do this. And he turns out and lies again.
Yeah, so this time, when she gets up, now she finds one of the counselors, and she's telling him, hey, I'm tired of dealing with this. He says he's good, and then he does it again.
She said he needs mental help.
And so, but then this time he's there, and the tears are about to come, and then he actually breaks down talking about, when he was adopted, his mother wasn't there, and then he makes up stories to protect himself.
Mm-hmm.
He started making up stories because he was ashamed of not actually having his mom, and so he began to do storytelling. And that's what he's talking about. And so that storytelling helps him to cope or live.
Because he's ashamed and embarrassed, I guess. He was ashamed and embarrassed of that. I guess he didn't take the job that would have made more money, so he took a lesser job, so he's not making as much money.
He actually made a mistake. He should have went for the first one, dropped it for the second one, but then the second one didn't pan out. Then he ended up getting another job, and each job pays less. So instead of saying I actually messed that one up.
If he actually messed it up, because we don't really know if he actually got off. We don't know. We just going by what the stories that he's telling.
Yeah. So in other words, but he had to try to worm his way out of that one. So
again, he's telling the same story. I'ma do better. It's because of my childhood. I got teased. I got this. I was ashamed.
yeah, we told that story before. So
Yeah. At some
but this
point,
time, Mika, she's saying, well, this is the first time I've heard him actually say this, and so I understand him a little bit better. So she's feel sorry for him. So she said, well, I probably can work with him now.
I don't know what to say because she says that every week. I don't know.
And they end up cool again. But no.
Till he tells another one. I'm sure that it'll come next week. I don't know. Who's
He
next?
said it's just a fib. So
I don't know. That's just what he does. I don't know about him. He really does need to talk to somebody, because if he didn't get past the adoption by his aunt and stuff like that, and so now if you're still, it's one thing, I guess, like kids used to, sometimes they have imaginary friends where they make up stuff and you play. But if you're still doing it as an adult, I mean, maybe he needs to get with Derek. Maybe he needs to write a book, since he can fantasize and stuff so much. I don't know. Speaking of Derek, you want to go to them?
yeah,
Derek and Katie.
Derek and Katie.
I don't like Katie.
Katie is more like a child.
I don't like her.
Something wrong.
They met with Dr. Viviana. Early on, and
Got a lot of issues.
yeah, she was talking about how both of them come from divorced parents. And Derek was just talking about how he still, and he enjoyed his childhood. He had a good childhood. Katie was more like she had to grow up. She had to grow up. It's like she had to take care of when her parents started getting into it. She was the one, to kind of took care of everybody. Yeah. So she didn't never have a chance to be a child and be in a child's place and enjoy. So Derek took her to his, I guess his garage or something, where he had all his childhood memories. His mom put everything in the garage. And she saw his high school pictures. She saw like a trunk or a cooler that from college that one of the girls made, and he had a couple of things on there. And
Didn't he read like a poem?
he read a poem to her from ninth grade.
She didn't believe he wrote it. So
Yeah, because it was about love. It was really good.
She do a lot of put down.
It was really good, but it's like she got jealous. Like,
She put some down a lot too.
I
But she
don't
was like,
know.
"You didn't write this." He was like,
She's-
"No, you didn't." And
you
then
know,
she was like, "Did you write this for real?" And he was like, yes, I'll read it to you." But she was like, "No, you didn't write
I
this."
think she's insecure.
She puts him down a lot.
Because she's insecure. Most people, in my opinion, when they come like how she's doing him and all that kind of stuff, it's because of her own
I'm telling
insecurities.
You didn't do that. You didn't really do
He
that.
has dreams. Remember, he has dreams. He has things that he want to do. She don't have any.
She don't want to.
All she wants is to be married and have some kids. That's it. Nothing else. She's mentioned nothing else. He's even asked her about what are some of her
Hey,
dreams.
Derek, let me give you a word of advice. Run.
I have to agree on that one.
Get out of there. It ain't no good.
No. She's too negative.
She puts down. You got aspirations, dreams, goals, other goals that you might want to achieve. You need that right partner that's going to be supportive of you, not putting down you.
Yeah.
And when you say that you've done some writing, you've done some artwork,
Right.
they don't believe. That's like somebody saying, "Hey, now I could be a painter or an artist, and I'm telling you some things that I've done, and you sitting up there talking about, no, you didn't. Look, I'm not going to try to convince you otherwise. If you
Yeah.
don't, you can either believe me or you don't. You with me or you against me. Whatever
Right.
the case, we're done.
Yeah, I
I don't need nobody.
I'm not
like that.
liking her. I'm not liking
I
her
don't need
whole
nobody like
attitude.
that. And then you're always looking for the. I ain't gonna never tell you that just how you react to stuff.
I mean, she actually got jealous. It's like if you
Of an old girlfriend.
But if you are a person that he can express stuff to, you've already proven that he
Somebody
can't.
he
He
met
tell
20
you.
years ago.
But wait a minute, he tells her about his dreams and stuff, and then she talks about him and stuff. So why would he want to do certain stuff with her? Because she doesn't have the same aspirations. She doesn't support the things that he's telling her already. So I don't know.
what could work for her. She needs either to go out and have some fun, go ride some go-karts, go horseback riding, do some hot air balloon. But if that don't change, man, get out
She needs
of
to
there.
get the childhood that she missed out on. And maybe he's the person for that, but that's gonna take. He's gonna have to have a lot of patience because she's working my nerves.
You gotta deal with a lot.
Yeah, she's working my nerves.
And then she be going off.
It's too much. Yeah,
Telling what he not doing right. Okay.
yeah, we done with her. I don't care for her.
No,
So who?
good. That ain't a good mix.
Oh, Jessica and Justin, because you said you wanted to say the other two for last.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica and Justin.
That's right.
So Dr. Viviana came over, talked to them, and she was telling Jessica something about being vulnerable, things like that. I don't know. They talked about a lot of stuff, but Jessica finally said that she loved Austin. I think first they went out on a date.
They did.
Oh yeah, before Dr. Viviana came, they went out on a date night, and Austin was telling her about him traveling for work and how often he may have to travel for work.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
coming. That's coming soon.
Yeah, she wasn't too happy about that.
It might be like 2 weeks at a time.
2 weeks out of a month, maybe. And true enough, there may be a lot at the beginning of a marriage, but he is low man on the totem pole, so
Yeah, well, we
It
seen
happens.
her eyes kind of roll, so she
Yeah,
wasn't
you
too
can
pleased with that.
yeah, but you have to deal with it, unless you're gonna let him sit at home and find something
You
else.
have to handle business.
Yeah, I mean he has a
Why
job.
would you be upset with a person that's going to work?
Could be like Michael.
Got some people that have to be on ships and boats, and what about the guys in the service? What you gonna? Come on now.
I think it's just adjustment, because I mean it's a lot when you first get married, but he has a job.
You're working.
He's working. He's contributing to the household.
You
So
got a lot of truck drivers out there that have to be gone
yes.
weeks at a time. What you gonna do then?
Mhm.
You want the money to come in, or you want to sit, or you want them to stay at home and then you just do all the work.
Right. But I
Which
think,
one you want?
I think it'll work out. But Dr. Viviana came over and they were discussing everything, and so Jessica finally said that she loved him. She was vulnerable. Dr. Viviana threw that word out there, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's it." And then she
She
said she
wouldn't
told
even
him
say
that
it.
yeah, that she loved him.
But
He's not ready yet.
she was looking at him to say it back. Guess what? Men, sometimes we take a little time.
And
We're not
I mean,
finna, you know.
right.
But you pressuring and you pressing and
Go with it, flow with it, Jessica.
You probing and you poking.
Yeah.
Poking us to say, come on with it.
Now, what he did say,
that's not the best idea.
but what he did say was, he said he's never felt like this fast for anybody, you know, and he deeply cares for her. So it's not that he maybe doesn't love her, but he is not ready to say it. And he keeps saying it. I'm not ready to say that right now. I'm not ready to say it. Let it, yeah, and don't, and
when you press and poke.
yeah,
and
you don't want to say it and then he said and you like, oh, did he say it because I
now
said
you're
it?
off in now you're thinking something else.
Right. Just go with it, flow with it. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
First, hey, it is what it is.
Right.
Nobody thinking anything.
Right.
It doesn't make you look any different by you saying
At
that.
all. And even if he's not,
Just make it look better.
even if he's not saying it right now, look at his actions right now, because he may not be ready to say the words right now, but he is doing things
really
that's
is.
showing you.
He's
So
stepping
you
up.
just got to go with both of them. You got to look at both of them.
Stepping up, they've been a great couple throughout. So
Right.
don't let that
Don't let it deter you from,
don't let that get in the
going
way.
strong and
Please
keep
don't-
going forward.
Please don't let that job situation get out of hand.
No, because the jobs change,
Man,
things
please.
change, times change. He's just right now.
He doing what
He
he
just
gotta
started. Yeah, he's entry level. So let it work itself out.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can make it.
Yeah, you surely can. Now this week, oh man, every couple is in disbelief. Everybody in the world is saying,
He's
what?
saying the world.
Everybody in the world is saying, what? Here we go. What? Brandon and Taylor? How about it? They were the best couple of the week. They were the best couple
They
this
were.
week.
It was actually good to see them
They Google
together.
at one another. She looking up
Yeah.
at his eyes and he glancing at her.
They went out to dinner.
They sharing. They in the car. She's driving, coming back home. Going
Yeah.
to his home.
But first
Sharing a beef jerky.
they went out to dinner.
Yeah.
And they had a nice time. He
Real
tasted
nice.
a little bit of her food.
Real
He
nice.
she asked him to stay the night. He spent the night.
Sure did. And the dog, it was in the middle.
But she made the dog move. She did make the dog move.
was there first before she even got in the bed.
Yeah, the dog was there. But she made the dog move. And so they had a nice little time. And then the next day, I guess they went to his childhood home
she's
area. They played a little
driving,
basketball.
Sharing the beef jerky.
Yeah, he feeding her while she
She's
driving.
smiling and looking back and glancing in his eyes, and he glancing. Then they held hands.
Yeah, we all looking
Grabbed
at the
hands
TV
in the
like,
middle while he was in the car. And she's so relaxed while she's driving too.
yeah,
That's amazing to
they
see.
having a good time. They played
And when he got
basketball.
back to his, he told her the story on how that's where he would go to that court,
Yeah,
to polish up his skills for basketball.
where it
That's
just
where
so happened that a ball was just laying there.
yeah, I thought that was But anyway, he picks it up and begins to shoot, and she explains to him that as tall as she wasn't a basketball player. She was more of a soccer player.
Yeah,
And they would ask her why, why she didn't play basketball, but she liked soccer at the time. But they enjoyed their little game together.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they got through, they walked off holding hands,
yeah, they did.
smiling at each other like from ear to ear,
They
gleaming.
did.
Both were very gleaming, yeah. And then this how the story ended when they got back, and they doing a little card thing, reading questions from a card. And they explained to each other. She gave him 4 reasons why he gave her some reasons why he really likes her, which was, quite a few. And then she gave 4 good reasons why she really likes him. But
So
in
this
the end,
week-
they were really kissy.
Yeah, he said
Got a
get
good
his
kiss,
8-second
got a little
kiss.
card and got his little 8 kiss where they, ooh-wee. And I'm talking about they ended it on that note. That show
Yeah.
ended with them smiling and kissing. I said this was the best couple this week.
I know.
They
So we
were
have to
really
see.
lovey-dovey.
We have to see what happened next week.
Very surprised at this. I know the experts are really like saying, "Wow."
Everybody was saying wow because I thought he was done. He said he
We
was
thought they
done.
were done. We thought they were done.
Yeah.
So for them to rekindle. Okay, well, from week to week is different. From day to day is different.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that next week on the best couple this week may be the last. Next week.
We'll see.
Yeah, Brandon Taylor got a good weekend. We don't know about next week. From the previews, we can kind of see it's not going to go that way. So
We just
know
going week by week.
we want you to tune in for episode 14 on next week. Appreciate you tuning in this week.
Yes, y'all stay
Colin
safe out
King
there.
reviews. Until next time.